This is How To Gaming. Before I kick off this video, if this tutorial helped you, be sure to hit the like button down below. And hey, if you like my content, be sure to subscribe for more great videos to come. Playing Pokemon TCG Online against versus opponents can be really hard sometimes. Other players seem to have all the good cards, crazy combinations, and awesome strategies that make it very hard to compete on a level playing field. But in this video, I'm going to propose some strategies and techniques that you can use to help craft a better deck. So let's move into our first section, card building. Card building, or perhaps more accurately called card acquisition, is the process of building up your library of cards in game. While it may be tempting to use your tokens to buy up the latest booster packs and see what you get, I would argue that there is a better strategy to card acquisition. The most important part of this is making a plan, knowing which cards you want and knowing which sets they come in and how they can most easily be obtained. First things first is getting the coins that you need to spend in the store. Click the annotation on the screen now to see all the ways that you can get coins in Pokemon TCG Online. Once you've got a bunch of coins or tokens, it's time to think of an idea for a deck. A quick Google search is one way of discovering popular options, but simply playing against others and finding card combinations that you like is another option. With the card combinations you have in mind, it might be a good idea to write them down somewhere as you begin your quest to acquire them. First, it's a good idea to begin by assuring you have a good base of trainer cards to support your deck when it is created. Buying a theme deck is a good way to do it. Let's head to Google and check what the Storm Rider deck would give us. Well, if you're looking to create a lightning type deck, that Zapdos would act as a good auxiliary card. And the Wally, Tierno, Trainer's Mail, and Ultra Ball trainers are awesome support cards that are common even in the most top decks. The staple of many top decks is a base of EX cards. These cards are super powerful and are the center of a good deck. Acquiring EX cards can be tough, but there are two best ways to do this. First is knowing which EX cards you want, and buy the boosters from the set that it comes in, and hope that you just get the cards. The other method is you can trade for them. The best leverage to trade for an EX is another EX card, or booster packs, which you could win from playing in versus matches. If you're not sure how to trade, I made another tutorial to explain that to you as well. Now let's move on to our next section, deck composition. Your first crafted deck might look something like this, using evolution chains from your default theme decks as a base and supporting by a number of powerful EX cards. In this deck, I use the Snivy and Yanma evolution chains, supported by Miltank, and Heracross EX as the heavy hitter, and Virizion EX as support. The trainer card should focus on three things: draw power like Juniper, Silent, or Tierno, disruption cards like Lysander, and support cards like Pokemon Center Lady and Focus Band. It's important not to go too overboard with energy, but 18 energy as a base is generally standard for these types of decks, and with a more thought out spread of trainer cards, you can reduce that energy count significantly below 18. And finally, let's move on to our last section, playtesting and support. I created this really fun Execute and Weavile deck recently after I saw it being used in a versus match. I've playtested it online quite a bit, getting a feel for the deck and how to improve it, while I'm in the process of acquiring the cards I need, such as more Weavile and Wally. While you may not win many games during this phase, playtesting is a vital part of creating a good deck. Lastly, if you want some advice or a second opinion, Reddit's Pokemon Trading Card Game Online community is a great place to start. The folks there are always nice and helpful, and it might be useful to tap into their expertise if you're struggling. Well, that's about it for this video. I hoped in some way I helped you to build a better deck. If you want to watch another how-to video from this game, be sure to click the screen here now. Or if you're feeling adventurous, click here for a mystery how-to video.